Corporate Strategy and Policy Service produced a new council plan designed to set us up to be the best council in the country. They also launched a new and improved business planning process so directors can be clear on their ambitions, priorities, and objectives. Following the elections, they had to adapt quickly as the new political landscape began to take shape. And as the new leader emerged, they supported the different directorates with detailed briefings for the new cabinet members. They also identified the new administration's key programmes and projects for delivery in the year ahead, as well as developing new scorecards to ensure accountability and track our progress. Kieran's team helped to mobilise the new combined county authority, and they've been ensuring decision makers are kept informed on national policy developments, something they've extended across the council by creating a new policy newsletter, keeping everyone in the loop on key elements of the government's policy programme. Our Business Intelligence Service have had an equally busy year, not least in developing the new corporate performance framework, which included establishing a new suite of KPIs, as well as introducing new methodology for target setting and performance rating. This is going to include the Story of Lancashire contextual dashboard, as well as priority scorecards for ELT and Resources DLT. They've also been supporting individual directorates by developing or refreshing performance and activity dashboards. And the support hasn't stopped there. They've helped adult social care through the CQC inspection process, preparing data packs and delivering key data as needed. They've also assisted in the development of data models and dashboards from the Azure platform for adult social care, paving the way for a more efficient, consistent and accurate approach to reporting. Donna's team have been leading on the data work stream of the SEND Priority Action Plan, with significant work being done to create new dashboards, currently on target for delivery by the end of September. They've also been supporting LGR considerations, working with district councils and unitaries to collaborate on data sharing and analysis. The team have reviewed Lancashire Insight, automating the delivery, and they've been working through the first phase of the data transformation programme as we begin to understand the council's data maturity level. Communications and Public Affairs have had a standout year, leading on the creation, development and delivery of a highly successful Convention of the North. The two-day event attracted a high calibre of public and private sector leaders, with 700 delegates and 49 speakers, including the Deputy Prime Minister and Shadow Secretary of State. Lots of partnership working between the Northern Powerhouse and UCLAN. This was the most significant and high-profile event LCC have ever hosted. Claire's team also led on the communications for the creation of the new Combined County Authority, which was launched in February, and they've been busy with their cross-cutting summer and winter campaigns, aimed to highlight the range of support and services available during the warmer and colder months. The summer campaign reached over 300,000 adults, while the winter web pages, containing information and advice on things like gritting, were viewed 68,000 times, which is up from just over 40,000 times the previous winter. Other campaigns have included highways, fostering, adoption, living better lives in Lancashire, childcare places and recruitment. The team have also supported the SEND and CQC inspections, business growth and, of course, elections. The Change, Transformation and Improvement Service have had to reshape their structure, bringing in new senior leaders, as well as reshaping the transformation portfolio. About £30 million of the Council's total target for 25-26 sits within the portfolio, and about 70% of the initiatives are progressing on track. That was as low as 40% 6 months ago. Managing that portfolio has required a lot of problem solving, and Will's team have stepped up to that. The Adults Improvement Programme has been dramatically revitalised, focusing on signposting, integrated assessments and smarter commissioning. They've navigated through an exceptionally complex and high-pressured SEND programme, being nominated for a national award in the process. Home to School Transport was supported through extensive end-to-end modelling and redesign, setting the stage for a more efficient, inclusive and cost-effective operation. The Highways Improvement Programme moved forward with the service aligned and collaborating on its future direction. The Waste Programme was launched, with a contingency savings strategy in development to enhance financial resilience. The Digital by Design programme has identified £5 million in potential savings and mapped extensive opportunities for AI-powered solutions. The new Directory of Services was successfully procured, with the team currently working to refine the product capabilities ahead of implementation. And last, but by no means least, the customer access service has continued to evolve as a forward-thinking team. We've recently implemented a strength-based model for the adult social care front door, designing and developing an in-house training and support package to really embed the new approach. Early signs are positive, with resolution increasing from about 10% to 30%. Automated resolution, that's calls that are resolved through in-queue information and signposting without the need to go through to an advisor, continued to increase over the last 12 months. That's been due to the continued iteration of our IVR designs, and it now sits at 66%. The percentage of digital contact into the council is now over 85%, so that's a good base to drive forward from. And driving it forward we are. We've designed and built the authority's first virtual agent, aptly christened Rose, and she'll help guide customers through various processes, assisting residents to self-serve. Initially launched on the Registrar's service, Rose is now available for school transport and waste, the school admissions about to launch, and many more in the pipeline. One of the most pleasing developments was the implementation of a bespoke telephony line for adults with learning disabilities or autism. So rather than just route them through to a generic adult social care IVR, we recognise if the caller receives LDA services, and if they do, we route them through to a specifically created IVR that was co-designed with the LDA team and, crucially, LDA service users. I think this was a great piece of co-working, and I'm really pleased to say that the team have been nominated for a Stronger Together award. It's also worth noting that our attrition has continued its long-term improvement, and it's now sat at an all-time low, so it's fair to say that we're becoming an employer of choice. Something that's going to be really important for all of us as we tackle the challenges of the next 12 months and beyond.